That is not what I wanted to say. Let's see. There we go. Okay. That is not what I wanted to say. Let's see. There we go. Okay. I do not know how good the audio is. Let me see this real quick. Hold on one second here. Okay. Go to this. And let's see. Okay, so now sound should be better. There we go. And hopefully video is better too. Okay, that looks good, I think. So let's try that. Hi, this is Simon with Trade and Perform Coaching, doing the market preview for non-farm payrolls Friday. So the first thing I want to suggest is number one, it's non-farm payroll Friday, right? So trading can be more difficult because you get OTF trading. Obviously in ES and NQ, the natural expectation would be for up because what else is there? We've pretty much been grinding up with rare down days, right? So if you'll look almost all the, when we look at the profile, right? So I'll grab this really quick. That's not what I wanted. That. I see, this is what I want right here. There we go. So when I drag this over, and this is obviously NQ, as you can see the straight upness involved there. So here's ES, right? So first of all, there's just no damage. When you pull in the chart, it just simply, that's as up as it gets. It's been rallying since October, and you're really looking for dips to buy on the long side. Now, if you're more skilled as a trader, you can try the short side, but everyone I know who's tried to short has had a very difficult time, and those who do short are constantly on edge. As a matter of fact, the frustration creates is on the few days when we do roll down, they are actually covering very early, which would be natural if you were used to the market constantly springing back on you. So for the majority of at least everything but the most skilled of day traders, what you're really looking for is good long setups, right? The long setups will actually save you in this circumstance. Whereas your short setups, if you're trading the short side, until this ends, right? Yeah, and the other thing is you'll look at these long tails, right? Like in order to be bearish at this point, we're gonna have to get underneath this, right? Like it's not to get not only underneath it, but decisively underneath it. Like you're going to go, wow, they didn't save it here, right? Because they should save it here or just underneath here should get saved and go back into balance the first time we're underneath. So that's my first thought. I don't have any bearish thoughts about this market on ES because psychologically, even entertaining the idea as a day trader kills me. So if I'm shorting intraday, I know I'm covering really quickly and really I'm just trying to lay back and grab the long side of the trade. So that being said, there is no resistance above prior day's high because it's an all-time high. Same story for NQ, right? We're not trading above prior day's high yet. You can see we're trading at 32.83 in the quarter. But the first thing you want to see is, do we have the ability to trade below prior day's low? And then do we have the ability to close below prior day's low? And if you'll look through this whole series, right, if you looked at the number of closes below prior day's low, and I have one day right here from the last couple of weeks. This is the one day we were able to close below the prior day's low. And as you can see, they snapped it right back in. And you have to go back a little while to find it again. It's over here. One and then this closed below prior day's low. And other than that, that's it. The rest of them kept going. So since the 12th of December, you have 3 days that close below prior day's low. It really makes the short very, very difficult, right? I certainly won't want to press on the gas once we're already in the hole. You're definitely looking for a long side trade, in my opinion, until it breaks. And I'm not going to go into the business of predicting when that break might be coming. So let's go look at CL really quick. It's already been open for a little bit. So on CL, you can see there's actually been some damage done, but look at the overall trend, right? So you got to get perspective, right? So this is clearly right here was our swing low back in November, right? So you're trying to get an idea of where this thing is going, right? We clearly double topped over here. They came in, just took out all the stops, which is very common, right? And then we've rolled back over. So where's the likely target? Well, do what I do. Come in, you grab this, and you go, okay, so from here, nope, that's not what I want. There it is. From here to here, right? That is your, this area right in here. This is your 50, your 62, and your 764 retrace, right? So from 57.50 all the way down to 54.16, expect a response. Here's the swing in this whole deal. This is the major swing right here at 55, and it's going to run right into the 764 retrace, and I would expect a bounce. You can see the structure that's over here to the left. This is all poorly auctioned, and the clear response area, I got to tell you, this is Dalton's Gap Fill right here at 57.73 roughly, 56.73 to 57 area is Dalton's Gap Fill, and I would expect a response from there. That's only 200 ticks away, so it's certainly doable. And again, I expect two-sided trading in CL. Okay, so on a serious note, I got a note from someone in the room who I do not coach, who told me they blew up apparently yesterday. And apparently they really blew up on the evening of the Iranian bombing. So I take that stuff really, really seriously. Like, that's really terrible, actually. Okay. It's not a funny situation. It's very, very expensive, actually. I guess I didn't post the CL, did I, guys? So let me post it really quick. I apologize. Let me get this done. I thought I did. CL. Ah, yes. Computer. Yes. Maybe I didn't even save it. Hold on a second here. Let's get that fixed. I apologize. Yes, profile. There we go. Edit, copy chart to BNP, and let's get this posted to everyone. I can tell you, amazingly, NQ is actually trading down. At least it has a down leg on it, which is pretty incredible. So that's posted. Let's get over here really quick. So what am I looking for today? So a couple of things. Yesterday was important in CL and the changing character, right? See how over here we get this giant wave off the bottom. Here, let me pull it back to yesterday. You'll see it immediately. See that right there? That wave, when you get something that's this giant, right? Cleared the swings over here to the left. Expect this follow through to come to the backside. This is important because a lot of people ask me, well, how do I know when I get into my trade that I can expect a bigger push? This wave, right? And I'm not going to go through the details until I end the broadcast, but we know this indicates that there's a very good odds that you're going to get significant long side. We got long this at 59 yesterday, right? 59 yielded 59.81. That's an $800 trade, a contract trade, and that was done before 1:30 in the afternoon. It's important that you know when that change of character comes, right? That is what we are looking for. It's significant. It changes everything, and it's easy to see. Look where you get the big changes in the amount of volume that's going through on that screen, right? And when you see that, you'll know, hey, there's usually a second group of follow through coming through on that. That's bigger than anything we've seen in days to the upside, right? And it's probably just simply people being too short. Look off the top over here. Look at the spike. Look how big that spike is relative to everything else around it. They tend to get follow through in the direction of that spike. So that's what we're looking for, right? So I'm just going to simply start. Structuring this through the course of the day. What are we looking for? A break of a swing, retrace, key algo setups, right? And we're looking for exhaustion at the bottoms into key trade locations. Like yesterday, we moved into 2 anomalies, right? And we found that we had a pretty good idea that's where it was going to turn. And then the last point is probably the most important point that I can make. As everyone knows, I made mistakes yesterday, right? While trading, I made mistakes, right? I made 2 specifically. I took my losses. I had the wrong read. I misread my own chart, right? That happens sometimes. You don't panic or freak out when that occurs. You lay back and go, what am I doing wrong? You go look at some of the reads you have on your charts, and you go, okay, I visually see what I am doing wrong here, and I know how to adjust, right? But notice I stopped trading and just kind of thought about it for a while. How could have I done that better? How could have I seen this setup better? I don't go and take the very next trade. I try to stay away from the impulsivity of just grabbing a trade. Like, for example, right now, NQ is going lower, right? I might have the thought, wow, maybe this is the day it rolls over. But then I look at what I wrote in my notes pre-market. NQ's had consistent responsive buyers. Look for the break of the swing to the upside. Money just flies in. If this is the day it's going to turn, right? I've missed every other day that it might turn, and the reward for that has been no significant drawdowns, right? Yes, I've missed some short side days, but about 3 of them specifically in the last 2 months, right? What do I want to see? Look at how CL reversed yesterday, right? And look how it reversed off the top. I want a break of a swing. So it doesn't matter what product it is. Here, I'll draw it out for you. Break of a swing. 50, 60 back. Okay. Just those 2 pieces for people watching on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, these 2 pieces right here will save you a lot of heartache. They won't make you a great trader, right? You have to have more than that. But just that piece right there helps start you off in the process of understanding how the market responds, right? So break of a swing. So that means over here, see how you can't get the break of a swing? It just doesn't break through here. So there's no reason to be fighting this all the way on the upside. And as soon as it does break a swing, you can start taking your shorts or your shots to the short side if you want. It doesn't work in all cases. You still have to look and go, hey, do I want a long or a short up here? Because you could say, well, this broke the swing over here. Yesterday, see how we had this extended downside, change in character, break of this swing right here where those 2 fractals, 2 back to back, right? Again, that gave us a big clue, right, when we put all the pieces together that, hey, that's going to provide that nice fat trade. And that's where I made my errors earlier. Look, I took a stop in here, right? And look how there's no break of a swing. So when I make mistakes, right, step back, look at what you did wrong. Go through a checklist. I have a 5-point checklist of what my key concepts are. And when I take a loss, if I haven't hit those 5 points, then I understand what I'm doing wrong quickly. And so I can step back and go, oh, this is what I'm doing wrong. Let me go fix it right away. Because as a trader, you're going to make mistakes. We all are. Just too much pressure and too much information in the process simultaneously not to make those mistakes, right? So at any rate, that's my 2 cents for today. I don't know what to expect at non-farm payrolls. Those are generally harder than normal, I guess I would say. I'm looking for key specific setups and pushes at the edges. I've adjusted the algo to read for ES as well. So we'll see how that goes, but it's still the core concepts. Break a swing, give me a retrace to get in where I can manage my risk and target upside. CL short triggered. Price, please. Bill? I hate when you send me that and I don't see it automatically. You know that, brother? Bigger wave. Stopped out buyers. I see it. Got it. So against 59.17, correct? Got it. I see you. So I will take a shot at that. Let's just call it 58.99 against 59.20. I'm not willing to risk more than 20 cents on it. Bill, where do you show the stop needs to be? I see what you're saying here. These guys got stopped. These guys got stopped. It triggered long. That failed. They're underneath them now. Correct? Same read. Stops 23 cents. Okay, well, 3 more cents makes no difference. That's fine. So I'm going to short 58.99 against 59.23, guys. I see you're using the top of the fractal. Got it. Okay. So at any rate, let's just see what develops here today and see if we can't get a rhythm going. I do think CL can roll lower, right? We had the bounce day yesterday. Now, if you look at the chart, right, this area, Thursday's low was a prior point of control. It got traded. It just missed actually hitting the point of control, but that went from a yellow zone to a blue zone because now that is much more easily broken. Filled at 58.99, by the way. Type that up in the room. Short 58.99 versus 59.23. And I gotta tell you, I hate shorting on those lows, but Bill's right. That does create pretty good extensions to the downside. So long story short, right? Your real target actually is down here at 57.80 to 57.60, but this has to go first. And I'm just not sure that it'll hold. So you just got to watch for potential reversal down there at 58.60, assuming we get there and this doesn't stop out, right? So we're kind of already in play. And I don't have the setup yet on ES, and I'm watching NQ. I don't have the setup there either. So I will wait patiently until that does set up. So anyway, guys, bottom line on YouTube, right? Have a trade plan, have a process that trade plan is built around, and don't panic when you lose money. It's the one thing where I see people blow up. It breaks my heart when I hear from people that have blown up, right? Take it easy. Let the trades come to you. Trading a size that'll let you take 3 or 4 trades through the course of the day, right? Trading from a point of being down is actually normal, okay? You will have down days in trading no matter what your process is. There's nothing that's bulletproof. That's all there is to it. And if you trade leveraged or highly leveraged, even more so, right? That's just a normal way that things work in this business. Okay, so at any rate, that's my 2 cents. I hope that helped out. I'm looking for up because what else is there to look for in ES and NQ? And I am looking for a potential more downside on CL. So anyways, guys on YouTube, I hope to be posting these videos on the regular and doing reviews for the profile charts, but there's not a lot to talk about. Anyone who says there is just full of shit. There's just not a lot to talk about outside of CL, and we're looking for very specific setups in that process. But ES and NQ, it's just buyers in control. And if anyone was encouraging you to calling a top or telling you to put it all into the short side, you're going to need more than one down day to verify that there is actually any kind of downside momentum on this trade. So, Bill, thank you for the heads up on the short setup. I was yapping instead of trading, and I'm very glad to have that trade. So, anyway, guys, have a great day on YouTube, and we'll be back later.